Hi, if you're a Scorpio born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of November 2015? Let's tune in and find out. So Scorpio, they're showing me where you're going to be dealing with some illusions, a lot of illusions, where you may think that something is happening that's not really happening, or you may feel a little paranoid, and it's not your fault. They're showing me it's like Neptune. It reminds me of the planet Neptune, that kind of has that foggy energy where we're kind of like all under its spell, and we're very expansive and spiritual and ungrounded, right? And then sometimes that gets us, it crosses the plane to fantasy and to non-reality. And so when we're obscured with Neptune, sometimes that can have an effect on us that we think we're not exactly seeing the picture as it is, right? So we could be thinking that we're doing a really good job and we're not, or we could be thinking that somebody is, or vice versa, right? Where we don't think we're doing enough and we're doing way too much, right? So it's this energy of illusion that we start out with. They're just showing me some illusion happening in the month of November for Scorpios, and also it's also feeling like a sense of too, like almost a perception of somebody's out to get you, or because it feels a little paranoid, like somebody's out to get you, or somebody's really doesn't like you and they're sabotaging you. And so you may want to double check those emotions with somebody who's really close to you. I wouldn't act on them. I would kind of wait until the dust settles when we get through this energy, so that you can have be a more stable ground and have real definitive proof of whatever's going on before you kind of make any accusations or start to act out in a way that's not healthy. Now it can also work on the positive too, where you think, wow, they love you and everything's going great, and and then you get sucker punched and go, wow, I didn't see that coming. So you just want to be aware that there are things that are going on that you may not be able to see. Okay, so we're not able to see everything that's happening. Now, for your particular sign, let's look at anything that's going on with your romance. So anybody who's in a coupled relationship, what you could expect for the month of November. That's going to be a nice connection with your partner. For those of you that are partnered, it feels like some old communication from the past is going to be worked out. You may have an opportunity to be forgiven for something, or somebody asking for forgiveness. So it feels like there's definitely a healing aspect to what's going on in your relationship, and an opportunity for just nice, good energy. Like my heart is just opening really wide. So it's a really good connection for those of you in partnerships already. And it feels really positive. And it also feels kind of quiet, right? It doesn't feel like it's a big giant party month or anything like that. Although it feels busy. It does feel productive. It does feel busy. There's a lot of other things that are going on that are going to keep the two of you busy. But it does feel like, in terms of your relationship, a really nice opportunity to be able to connect together and to be able to feel good about each other. Let's see if there's anything else about that particular relationship. There may be a little bit of stormy weather, let's put it around, or say that around in the relationship, or you just want to be a little more cautious about it. Around November 23rd, that particular date is popping up, as it could be just a little more tense. Now, but as far as the relationships go, otherwise it feels like it's a good month. So we have a new moon in Scorpio, November 11th, and that is a really positive energy, and I really feel like that can be good for you in Scorpio, because it's also in your sign, and so it feels like that could be a good time for romance as well with your partner. Now, if those of you who aren't in relationship and are looking for love for Scorpios this month, is there an opportunity for love? It feels like there's some things that need to be completed first. It feels like some of you have some attachments or connections to people in the past that are holding you back from really moving forward. And I think it's a good month, this month of November, to look at those attachments and to let them go, right? To no longer feel like somebody is holding you back or an old relationship is holding you back. I'm really feeling it in the center of my back, almost like, somebody's hanging on to your suspenders, and holding you backwards if you wore suspenders, right? And just holding you back, right? So it's like that, like being held back by a previous relationship. So you're going to want to let go of those things. And betrayal is always in the center of the back. So for those of you that have been betrayed, you're going to have an opportunity to do some healing around that so you can actually attract someone new. I'm not particularly getting that you'll get into a new relationship this month, although you may, because this read is a general read. I certainly can't see all the other planets that are influencing you. So there's absolutely, of course, that opportunity. The biggest thing that's coming through, though, is get the healing and then the relationship. So that would be the advice, is to actually take advantage of the healing that's going to be showing up for you this month. Okay, so let's look for those of you that are interested in career and a Scorpio. What could you expect for the month of November? So there's, work. Like there's this really fast work pace that I'm seeing. Also, some of the mechanics, the things that you need are going to be provided that weren't there before. So I do feel like there's forward momentum. Some of you, my throat's closing up. There's some fear around saying what you need or doing what you want to do. And this month, I feel like that kind of, you break through that old fear. And keep in mind, we're dealing a little bit with that sort of shadow energy where we're not quite sure if everything is as we see it is. So just tread lightly if you're trying to push forward with someone or something else. Asking questions is going to be really good for you. It's going to help you provide more clarity, providing they're telling the truth, right? But that's where you want to listen to your gut. You want to listen to your body, to your instincts, because your body, it houses everything, right? So as information passes through, you just kind of have that knowing, that internal sense of, yeah, they're telling the truth, or you know what, there's something missing here, or they're up to something else, right? You're going to be able to discern that if you're paying attention. So just notice, do your best this month. Your intuition is really going to be open. It's going to be wide open because of the, that Neptune energy that I was talking about. And I'm not even sure if it's Neptune that is actually creating this energy, but I think it is, because Neptune's known to do that. As you know, I'm not an astrologer. I'm just a channeler, right? So as information comes through, that's the energy that it feels like for me. So it doesn't really matter what's causing it. It's going to be there. Okay. Now, I do think that there's some good opportunities in business for you to get noticed and for you to kind of be really proud of yourself, and you should, around this November 10th, 11th, 12th date. I feel really excited and really positive about whatever's just gone on there. So that's a really good time for you guys. Now, as far as your financial goes, what does your money look like in November? Early November feels really good. It feels like there might be something right away in early November that gets your attention. Could be that you're being asked, it could also be in the area of awards and acknowledgments, where you're being presented with something, or you're being singled out and being given a specific due to your job, or being acknowledged by someone else and getting a check for that. Some of you may even win money, like lotteries or inheritances or tax refunds, or surprise money coming back, from an apartment that you leased and you forgot, or there was something that was in, years ago in a debate or held up financially, and now you get it back. So it could be what I would call lost money coming in as well in early November, that's a nice surprise, especially for the holidays, as something that's possible for you guys. So I'm trying to see what, so there's an energy about what you want to do is you want to take with your financial money this month. You want to look for ways in which you can make it expanded. So if there is something that you're really certain you want to invest in, make sure that you've done all your research ahead of time, okay? And don't be in a rush to do something too quick, right? Because I don't want you to put it in a black hole, and just because we've got that planet of illusion. So you can always slow down. If the deal's really that great, it'll still be around next month when things sort of settle down. So just be careful of putting your money in something too quick, right? So you just want to slow down with your money in investing in this particular month, they're showing me. Okay, let's move on to health. So I think your health is you're going to get some more interesting information around it, like my nose is itching. So some of you who have been looking to heal sinuses and colds, upper respiratory, itchy eyes, I think you're going to finally get some relief from that this month. It feels like for a lot of you, you're going to be able to start to breathe easier. Some of you right now, I'm feeling it already in my throat and in my sinuses. So you want to bulk up on all those things that take care of yourself, zinc and vitamin C and B12 and rest, and your mom's chicken noodle soup or broth, whatever it is, if you're for those vegans out there. So you want to be able to find a connection to your own health this month where you can feel more proactive and relaxing, because I feel like some of what's going on for you guys, what's needed this month is for you to chill out. Like you guys work really, really hard, and there's an intensity about you guys. There's Scorpios can be really focused and really intense, really dynamic personalities, and we need you guys. We love you guys, right? And some of my favorite people in the world are Scorpios. So you want to be able to channel that energy in a way that supports your work, supports your home life without it draining you, because I feel some of you may be on the verge of being drained this month. So just take notice, pay attention to the vibe that you have. Do I need to take a break? Do I listen to your body? So you're really being asked, Scorpios, this month to listen to your body, and then you'll avoid, losing the throat and the sinuses and all that kind of stuff, because it feels like it's from here on up with you guys, right? So hard on up, I should say. But really mainly in the throat too. So you can avoid all these things if you listen to your body and rest when you're supposed to. Some of you also need to require some patience with whatever you got going on, and you're relying on other people. And I know Scorpios hate to rely on other people. You like to get things done, and you don't like to sit around and wait. So your patience will be tested this month, and that you're going to be forced to wait on other people, and that they have what you need, and you can't go around them. So your patience will be tested this month in trying to get things done and or accomplished. So or it's just around your health that you need some patience with. But the good news is you're going to have the patience. The universe is going to give you what you need. So once if you can just chill out, it's going to show up. Okay, go do something else while that's happening, and before you know it, time will pass, and you'll actually get what it is you're waiting for. Okay, Scorpios. So you have a really nice month. It doesn't feel too well. I take this back. There's a little wackadoo energy, like I was saying, with this perception or paranoia, slight paranoia, but it's a lighter month. I mean, it feels good. If you can avoid making any real rash decisions, it's not going to seem irrational to you, but if there's people around you going, what? What are you doing? You're doing what? You may want to just double check yourself or slow down or say, this is the direction I'm heading, but I may change my mind in December, right? So give yourself a back door at least. If you do feel so inclined to rush right in, give yourself a back door and don't jump in, so that if you need to retreat, you can, because there's this real kind of illusion that's happening around you. And I just want to make sure that you are protected, that you're not caught off guard, right? And this isn't a big scary thing. It's small things. It's our perception. And really, if you really listen to your instincts, and you guys have amazing intuition, Scorpio has amazing intuition. If you listen to that, you're going to be fine, and you're going to really get through this month and have a great time. And there's a lot of light energy. You know, we've got that full moon in Gemini November 25th, which is usually a kind of a fun energy, but there's also some other kind of weird energy around that time. So this is where I'm talking about the majority of this energy is going to be this kind of like little illusion, kind of crazy energy is more around that 25th, 23rd, 24th, 25th, towards the end of the month, right? Not so much at the beginning of the month. So I don't want to make you paranoid before you have to be paranoid, right? So hopefully it won't be that at all, but it's more towards the end of the month. But just double check yourself all month with your thoughts about what you're thinking. Does it feel right? Is that accurate? And you'll be fine. Okay, Scorpios, have an amazing month. Look forward to connecting with you again next month. And most of all, happy birthday. Have an amazing, amazing birthday. And thank you for watching my intuitive astrology, star signs, and sharing it with your friends.